Clough. And it was Houghton that got that to make range. A goal kick's been given, which seems to rise Nigel Clough. I have to say, from my rather long-range position, it surprised me a bit. Neil Webb put a lovely ball through. Nigel Clough was onside. Perhaps he felt he was fouled. Here's Crosby. Shuttle. I'm sure Brian Clough said something like, don't stand back and admire Liverpool, get at them a bit, because that appears to be the pattern now. Here's Nigel Clough. McMahon, back into Barnes. Ablett. Barnes and Wilson. To Beardsley. Foster's with him to throw. Foster clears. Forrest finding a bit of space now. This is Webb. Wilson. And Neil Webb slipped, and that gave McMahon possession. On to Spackman and now Houghton. Spackman again. Barnes takes over. It's a lovely ball. McMahon. Out. Was it? Oh, apparently not. The linesman's in a far better position than me. This is Glover. Fouled by Gillespie. And then by Spackman, actually, after the decision had been given. Clough, good touch. Wilson. Barnes to Gary Ablett. Aldridge. Beardsley. Oh, Ablett's offside. He scored the first senior goal of his career against Forest, Gary Ablett, in this corresponding match last season when Liverpool won 3-0, and he was hopeful of putting them up 3-0 up this year when he joined the attack there. Wilson. Clough, maybe conscious Forest that Liverpool did lose a 2-goal lead in their last home match here on Easter Monday. They were 3-1 up against Manchester United, playing, it seemed, terribly well, and then finished up sharing the points in a 3-3 draw. So just wonder whether Forest might be able to carve something out for themselves here, to being on the receiving end for so much of the first half. We've been playing 10 minutes in the second. Rice. Webb. And now Barnes. Just sit back and enjoy this. Aldridge. McMahon. Terry Wilson's made a forward run, and so too has Glover. Spackman. Forward by Ablett, onto Foster's head. Spackman, back to Gillespie. Only Aldridge forward at the moment. And referee decides that Glover caught Gillespie as he had the shot. So it's going to be a free kick to Liverpool. Nickel. And Houghton. Aldridge is in there. So is Beardsley here. Still Beardsley. Good save by Sutton. Beardsley denied after more trickery in the penalty box. Spinning virtually on a sixpence there. Barnes working it to Houghton. Aldridge. Gillespie! Decisive finish. And the move so fast from the corner that all Steve Sutton had done earlier was wiped out in another bewildering piece of Liverpool football. No wonder the goalkeeper shakes his head. How do you cater for this? Worked in from the left. And after 58 minutes, Gary Gillespie makes it 3-0. Gillespie's second goal in consecutive home games. He scored against Manchester United. Now here's McMahon. Ray Houghton was again instrumental in that move. And isn't that again a Liverpool trademark? The opposition perhaps just slightly relaxed a sigh of relief after the goalkeeper had done so well to prevent Beardsley scoring in the first place. Within a matter of seconds, the ball is in the back of the net anyway. Webb. Well, it was 3-0 here last year. You have to go back an awful long way to the end of the 60s, no less, to find a Nottingham Forest victory in the league at Anfield. Side against John Aldridge. Liverpool will have respect for the way Nigel Clough has played against them, even though it would appear, as on Saturday, he's going to be on the losing side. Certainly, everything he's done has been neat and purposeful. McMahon to Beardsley. Corner to Liverpool. Played short to Barnes. Here comes Nickel. And this is Glover. But Forest can't keep possession for long enough to get players out of their own half. Clough. They might now. Webb. Glover. Offside was given by the linesman on the far side, Dave Orrell of Wigan. Gillespie's tackle. Liverpool need just one goal now to equal their best of the season. They've had several fours, but never more. Here's Wilson. Pearce. Oh, well played. Stuart Pearce again. Crosby coming in from the far side. Glover tries to get there, and Gillespie clears. And just look who kept the ball in there. Peter Beardsley on the far side, even though Ablett couldn't. Glover. Oh, what a good effort that was by Neil Webb. He struck that ever so well. Out of very little, really. Hansen. Is set in a bit there as Foster, whose attempt to thwart Aldridge ended in a corner. Only Aldridge actually is in the penalty area for Liverpool at the moment. Flags up. Don't think the linesman's happy about the position from which that corner was taken, is he? I think Dennis Hutchinson with the yellow flag is saying that maybe the ball was not in the quadrant there. Well, he's found a way of stopping Liverpool anyway, hasn't he? Barnes to take the corner. Beardsley by the penalty spot. Same again. Well, now Hannah's gone in there to join Aldridge in the 6-yard box. Darren Wassell, 3 in a row. This is all about the delivery by Barnes. If the quality of the corner kick is that good, defenders are fully stretched. Goal kick this time. Forest beaten only once in their last 11 league games, but finding themselves 3-0 down here. Foul by McMahon on Clough, although actually McMahon seems to have got the worst of it, holding his left knee. Steve McMahon could be forgiven for getting a little anxious when he gets an injury, because 2 years ago when Liverpool won the double, he was hurt in the FA Cup semi-final and missed out on the run into the Championship, and indeed at Wembley, where he was only the substitute against Everton, unused. He very much wants to be part of it this year. Kenny Dalglish's subs tonight are Craig Johnston and Jan Molby. Indeed, the Danish manager is here, hoping to get a glimpse of Molby for the European Championships, but McMahon won't come off easily. Chettle. Ablett. Webb. McMahon finds Aldridge. Spatman. Offside, surely. Aldridge was going through a finished time by his standards a week or two ago, but he scored, what is it now, 4 goals in these 3 matches against Forest, 2 of them penalties. Glover. Wilson came through. I think the sportsmanship in the 3 matches between these 2 teams deserves a mention. There's hardly been a bad foul, because both Liverpool and Forest have concentrated first and foremost on playing football. Hansen now. Beardsley. Oh, look at this. Alan Hansen, the captain from the back, and he was so unselfish. He couldn't quite find Aldridge. Free kick against Houghton, but Hansen, I wonder if a forward in that position would have been tempted to go for goal anyway. Alan Hansen was so aware of Aldridge's position, he decided to lay the ball off. But he played a lovely move with Beardsley first off, and then as Sutton narrowed the angle, he tried to square it. Halfway through the second half, Liverpool 3, Forest 0. That was Gillespie's through ball. McMahon made the run ahead of Foster, who got a foot in at the last moment to repel yet another Liverpool thrust from the middle of the field. And it's won back by Beardsley for Houghton. Webb. Hansen, a foul on Clough. Crosby. Good play, Clough's touch, and again. Ablett and Hansen trying to get the ball clear, and finally it was Barnes. Forest faithful haven't quite managed to fill the visitors' area tonight, so the crowd is not quite capacity. A very healthy figure at 39.5. Supporters could be forgiven now for doing their sums and working out exactly when the championship will be achieved, and if this goes Liverpool's way, as it looks like doing, 1 point at Norwich next Wednesday would virtually seal it. But I suspect the major celebrations would be left for the home game against Tottenham here on Saturday week. Clough, who has been on the receiving end once or twice, doesn't seem to complain very much. into their bit here. Nickel. Actually, Nigel Spatton played that ball back, and you just begin to think about the competition for places here, because Ronnie Whelan's going to be fit in a couple of weeks, he feels, and Nigel Spatman's got to just kick him. Nigel Clough penalised for the challenge on Gillespie. Beardsley. That's McMahon. This is Aldridge with top. Barnes. And still McMahon involved. Houghton. Webb working hard to try and find a way back for Forest. It's a very good pass again from him, but Grubber would never have had a chance of beating Grobbelaar. Webb certainly coming more into the game. Ablett. Aldridge. Crosby and Barnes. They had quite a contest on Saturday when Barnes kept getting back in front of Ablett to defend against Crosby. On this occasion it was a foul on the Forest winger, but he's quickly back in the action, finding Chettle. Webb was outfoxed there. Aldridge. Pierce on Beardsley, free kick. Just outside. It's going to be classed as obstruction by Roger Milford, which means it's indirect. I think he would have expected to perhaps get his shot on the goal from there. Nice little layoff. Just over a quarter of an hour left. Liverpool 3-0 up. This is McMahon. Houghton. Rice. England versus Scotland for a moment there, with Nickel and Pierce. Disappointed, he thought that was a Forest throw. Here's Houghton. Nickel. There will be now. McMahon, Aldridge. Houghton taking over. And Forest with a chance to break through Webb. Mistake by Spatman. Webb picking it up from Crosby, finding Pierce here, and out wide is Rice. Wilson. That's where Liverpool often get the interception. Beardsley's off, testing Foster. Football is so crisp and clean between these two teams because passing is the name of the game for both of them. Ray Houghton finding Nigel Spackman. Barnes against Chettle. Oh, look at Barnes here. They're waiting for the pullback. Beardsley! Oh! A glorious goal again for Liverpool, and the England forwards conspire to produce another marvellous moment. Barnes through the legs of Chettle, past Crosby, pulls it back, and Beardsley drives it unerringly to the corner to make it 4-0 on 79 minutes and get the goal that his performance so much deserves. A substitution by Liverpool as Steve McMahon, who did take a knock, comes off and makes way for the last 10 minutes or so for Jan Moby, who's being watched by his national team manager Sepp Piontek. He's come over to see whether Moby is in the right state of fitness and frame of mind to be part of the European Championship squad. Come to talk to him as well as to watch him, because that will only be for a few minutes. Beards has had some nights, and he's capped it now with a goal. The cop is saying we want 5 because despite the fact this has been an all-conquering season by Liverpool, they haven't scored more than 4 in one match. So, as the fans swap chants and wave to Bruce Grobbelaar, they'd like to see Liverpool run up their best total of the season. Here's Nicol. Houghton. Nicol again. You should think when you look back on that 4th goal that Steve Chettle is sick of the sight of John Barnes. He gave away a penalty trying to stop him on Saturday, and there Barnes pushed the ball through his legs, and that's what everybody likes to see, isn't it? The ball cut back from the goal line for the oncoming forward to get his shot in, and what a good one it was too by Beardsley. Here's Spackman. Barnes. Spackman goes again. There's a good chance. Another scintillating move. Nigel Spackman thrusting forward, playing the 1-2 with Barnes. And look again how the player hanging off there had found space for himself. Clough. Liverpool marching towards their 17th championship. These loyalists here have got their views on Liverpool teams of the past. To all personal opinion, as Kenny Dalglish is quick to tell us. But I haven't seen a better Liverpool side than this in the last 25 years. Here's Hansen. Barnes. They're piling forward again in the middle. It's going to come off Pearce's head. Level was in his own half, so he must be onside. Steve Nicol got back. Mulby. Slightly eccentric moment from Grobbelaar, but no one's complaining about that. They might if Forest scored. This is Webb, and here's Clough. And Nicol has made two timely challenges back there in the last couple of minutes to deny Forest a possible consolation goal, which is all it would be, surely. What the Wimbledon players are thinking if they're watching this. They've got quite a good record against Liverpool, actually, so no one must take the cup final for granted, far from it. Question perhaps of whether they can stop Liverpool from playing their way. We shall see, that's all in the future. Here's Chettle. Wassell. Barnes to Mulby. Even then Barnes kept possession. Nicol. Houghton. There's always a red shirt to spare, isn't there? Ablett. Beardsley again to Ablett. It's too long. With just a bit more care, if one dare make that sort of comment when they played so wonderfully well, Liverpool could have run up a very high score here. And we're going to see a second change. Ray Houghton is coming off to give a run to the second Liverpool substitute, number 12, Craig Johnston. Kenny Dalglish giving all 13 a run tonight. Massive foul by Gillespie. Clough takes it quickly into Webb. Just under 5 minutes to go at Anfield. Liverpool leading Forest by 4 goals to 0. But here comes Crosby for Forest. Oh, Nicol got that away from Clough. Corner. A smile from Grobbelaar. A pat on the back for Nicol. Foster and Chettle are both in there. That was Chettle, that was Foster, but Nichol's there again. He's made now 4 clearances in the last 5 minutes. New ball is called for. Now can Forest just register one last effort? Chettle, Hansen, Pearce. Pearce's shot. to Webb. Liverpool unbeaten at Anfield in the league now for over a year. Wimbledon, their cup final opponents, were the last team to win here in Division 1. And beaten only twice, of course, in Barclays League matches this season anyway. Aldridge chasing here, came off Foster. Chettle. Well played, Spackman. And Beardsley, and Spackman. And Aldridge! It's 5! Aldridge is counting up the goals against Forest. Here we go again. Beardsley, Spackman, Aldridge, and nothing Wassell or Pearce could do about it. A couple of minutes from the end, John Aldridge gets his second of the night. Nigel Spackman very influential in the move and unselfish. And Aldridge now has scored 5 in 3 games in this Nottingham Forest-Liverpool saga. Webb, it's also Liverpool's best win of the season. And they may go one better yet. Beardsley. Johnston. Aldridge is on a hat-trick. His total for the season is 27. And who said they couldn't replace Ian Rush? Scenes of celebration and richly merited. Clough. To all intents and purposes. Technically they'll be one result away from it after this, but this is a championship performance without a doubt. It's offside against Nigel Clough. Long ball by Jan Mulvey, wasn't that well delivered? Except that the linesman on this side was flagging for offside. We're adding on time for stoppages now. And the Liverpool anthem booms out again. But it surely hasn't saluted a more complete side than this. Crosby. Foul. John Barnes on the edge of the area on Gary Crosby in injury time. Webb moves away as the wall forms. Clough and Pearce behind the ball. This is Pearce. Bobolar's clean sheet looks like being protected. A thunderous cheer for another championship performance from Liverpool. John Aldridge scores 2 of the 5 goals. Peter Beardsley excels again. And although Liverpool are not mathematically certain of the championship, that will surely come next week. They proved tonight they have no peers in the modern First Division.
The whole country was enthralled by that exhibition. It left many good judges speechless. Others searched for the right words.
Well, it's hard to describe, actually, because I think that's one of the finest exhibitions of football I've ever seen in my life. It was absolutely tremendous. I mean, well-deserved, and, you know, the skills and the speed the game was playing at was absolutely tremendous. And I came away thinking, well, I've been really entertained, and I'm sure that the whole of the spectators here saw an exhibition tonight that they'll never be bettered, I don't think.
The championship now was a formality. It was settled against Tottenham at Anfield. ITV's cameras capturing an impudent goal by Bill said much about his contribution to Liverpool's season. It confirmed Liverpool's 17th championship, their 9th in 13 seasons. They lost only 2 matches in their entire First Division programme. That too equalled a modern record, set by Leeds in 1969. Liverpool themselves cared little about the statistics or the comparisons. They had brought their supporters more success, and with it, a harvest of entertainment and fun. Even the manager got excited at times, as his team produced a quality of football that previous Liverpool sides would have found hard to match. Even the 1979 team, in which Dalglish played. The 1988 vintage packed stadiums week in, week out, and furthered the close rapport between the mighty Reds and their followers. As Alan Hansen lifted the trophy, one question remained unanswered. Could Liverpool complete a unique second double? Opponents in the FA Cup final could be said to come from the other side of the tracks, and not for the first time, Wembley did the favourites no favours.
Yes, he was caught. Wressel's gone. The referee will have to pull it back. He's already given the foul by Andy Thorne. Beardsley distressed. Sanchez caught Young and Fashanu in there. And Sanchez was in there, and that's a goal for Wimbledon. Laurie Sanchez. There is Aldridge. Beardsley, well, he might score here. Penalty. Good here on Aldridge. Wimbledon protest at the decision. Goodyear thinks he played the ball. And here we have high drama, because Aldridge, who I think might have been replaced a moment later, is the penalty taker. And never has a penalty been missed in the FA Cup final at Wembley. Besson thinks that, or thought the kick might go to his left or the right as we look, if Aldridge decides to go the same way as in the semi-final. He did, and he saved it, and made history. The first time ever that a penalty kick has not been converted in the FA Cup final here. And Besson did guess right. His homework paid off.
Second best on the day, but second to nobody over the season. Liverpool's 1988 championship team had a gloss which will never wear off in the minds and memories of those who witnessed their glittering football. The names will be rooted in Anfield folklore. Grobbelaar, goalkeeper of courage and character. Barry Venison, valuable early on at fullback. Steve Nicol, shining in his consistency. Gary Gillespie, patient for so long, but now a fortress, with who won his 7th championship medal. A medal too for Mark Lawrenson, though injury closed his career. Gary Ablett showed Liverpool can produce their own. Nigel Spackman, unnoticed, unfussy. Craig Johnston, energetic, enthusiastic. Steve McMahon, perpetual motion personified. Ronnie Whelan, excellent before his injury. Ray Houghton, his passing added a new dimension. John Aldridge, in a rush to score goals. Peter Beardsley, the little perfectionist, and everybody's footballer of the year, the explosive, exceptional John Barnes. Perhaps it wasn't just their nationality that Kenny Dalglish had in common with that great Liverpool manager of the past. Bill Shankly, who started the championship parade in 1964, once said, "This is our bread and butter. Cups are all very well, but the league championship remains Liverpool's #1 priority. Having won the title 17 times, surely they'll be crowned the team of the century."